Happy Odaiba Day for yesterday. The day that the Digidestin and Digimon Adventure went to the digital world for the first time, August 1st, was yesterday. Sunday uploads, everybody. But the past week or so we have had a bunch of Digimon news, so I wanted to go over some of this fun stuff, talk about it to celebrate my slightly late Odaiba Day video, to spread the joy that we do have more Digimon news and that we are entering into an even more exciting time for Digimon. What is up, digital companions? My name is Karn EX and welcome back to another video. If it's not welcome back, please subscribe. And yes, it was Odaiba Day yesterday. And first of all, they did have a special Digimon Times, focused on the anime, revealing everybody's favorite anime moments from the Digimon anime franchise, and potentially revealing some stuff. I haven't seen it. I am making this before that goes out. Future Karn here, live from Mega Karn. Of course, Future Karn would come in, though. I'm happy the Future Karn doesn't have as insane a addition to make to this video while not at home. Apologies if the audio is a little different. So first of all, during the Digimon Times for Odaiba Day, they did announce a Digimon Beatbreak version of the Digimon Color vpets, with of course the glowing Dawn, Geckomon sprites, and we can see Pristimon, Kirotmon, and more here. They also announced for the 30th anniversary there would be a brand new LCD toy, a 30th anniversary project now underway. The fact that they say project to me indicates that we're going to see something similar to a new iteration of the vpets, maybe something like the Vital Bracelet or the Digimon Axel, things like that. It's also very likely that it's just a color version of an existing vpet, but I think the fact they say 30th anniversary project now underway means we should see something significant. There's also going to be the major event Digimon Exhibition set for 2027 and a brand new anime project airing in 2027, because yes, they did confirm today that the Kyo arc, now it is concluded, is entering into the final arc of Digimon Beatbreak. But despite what many of us assumed, this does seem to mean that the time slot is not going to Dragon Ball Beerus, or if it is, Dragon Ball Beerus will be over by the time the next Digimon anime starts. Not quite sure on that one. Regardless, we know we're getting another anime after Beatbreak. Now, I know some people are going to be disappointed that it isn't a sequel to Beatbreak because it does say completely new anime project launch, but I am just thrilled that for the 30th anniversary of Digimon, we are getting another anime, and the visual here is interesting. I don't want to read too much into it just yet, but it does have that blue sky, white clouds aesthetic that we do see in the adventure continuity. Completely new project, hopefully, but maybe there'll be some tinges or callbacks to adventure. Once we have more information, I will of course go deeper into it. There may be a video on Wednesday covering some of this news more in depth, but for right now I just wanted to add it to this video. Very exciting time to be a Digimon fan. Also, I probably used an image of Digimon eggs in the thumbnail, or at least one of the thumbnails that I'm A/B testing, alongside new anime. Digimon Eggs is coming out. It's a new manga. It is not the new anime, but I don't have any images of the new anime, so I guess I just used eggs there instead. In Digimon Games news, of course, the last DLC for Digimon Story Time Stranger is now available to Switch and Switch 2 users, meaning that we are once again in that zone of Digimon Story Time Stranger where we're looking forward to that next DLC in 2027. Now that the Switch DLC is all out, there's truly nothing else to release before this DLC. I've iterated a few times, but I still see people saying it in the comments, no, this is not going to be like the initial wave of 3 DLC. They have said it is a large-scale expansion-style DLC, so I would expect a much longer campaign and much more Digimon being added. Also, it is not included in the Season Pass for the current run of DLC. So if you got the Season Pass or the Ultimate Edition to get the Parallelmon, Alternate Dimension, Gakuran, and Anti-Paradox DLCs, you will not get the expansion-style DLC. You'll have to pay extra for that next year. We do, of course, have a few events we could see Digimon Story Time Stranger DLC news pop up in. Digimon Times in future is possible. We had one around October, I believe, last year, so that's possible. We also have Tokyo Game Show coming up in September, but honestly, it's Digimon at this point. Basically anything from State of Plays to Nintendo Directs to just their YouTube channel could drop news. So keep your eyes peeled and let's get excited. In our other Digimon game, Digimon UP, they actually hit 1 million downloads, which is pretty good. They hit 1 million pre-registrations and now 1 million people have downloaded. How many of those are installed? I guess we'll never know. But to celebrate that 1 million downloads, they gave away 1,500 Digi Emeralds, some wallpapers for phones, I'll link those in the description down below, and are doing a giveaway in the US and Japan only for the precious gem, Greymon, and Taichi figure. I hate not living in America sometimes, man. Most of the time I don't, though. So yeah, if you're in the US or Japan, you can check out the links in the description, go enter that competition. And most recently in the update on July 29th, they have added the Digimon Story Time Stranger collab banner. I streamed it, you can go check out my VOD, but they have added a Inori and Agiomon buddy summon with the new unique skill Stun Beat Blow, and a new mini game you can play for points and prizes. They did announce there would also be an SP summon for Aegiacusmon and Tamegear for the Time Stranger agents. I've now learned that apparently Aegiacusmon is coming on the 5th of August, so I will also be streaming that next week. And apparently there are more buddies coming. I won't spoil them until they're officially released, or at least until we have images showing them off from data mines. But it does seem like there's going to be some interesting new stuff coming to the game, including new bosses, which is really cool. Also, you get the Tamegear and some new stuff from participating in that Time Stranger Central Town Factory minigame, so make sure you play that minigame in the events tab of the game to unlock the Tamegear for your avatar. But either way, all this content is coming to the game and much more. We also know from a leaked banner that we're also going to get Davis and Vmon as buddies, unless of course they change their mind. In some toy and event news, they announced something that is a Neo Player 1 cross Digimon Neo Classic Series Metal Greymon collab. This seems to be like a Japanese lottery only sale, and this figure of Metal Greymon, I am not joking, costs 330,000 yen for a 40 centimeter figure. That is £1,500 or around $2,000 for a 40 centimeter figure of Metal Greymon that quite frankly looks like utter dog shit. They do also say first edition, so they might release more in future, but you could get so much better stuff from Digimon than this for $2,000. I did a video on it the other day I'd like you to go check out if you haven't already, but we did get some more information on the Digimon Pendulum Color 8 and 9 with a bunch of new Digimon for the Olympus 12 evolution lines and some unique new mode change methods. I think pre-orders on these are either closed or about to close, but if you got a reseller like our friends Zen in TCG, not sponsored, go check it out and see if you can get it. I'm not going to talk about Digimon Beatbreak spoilers here other than a very mild evolution spoiler, and that is that we got the pre-evolutions for Pristimon and Chiropmon. Those being Pafumon and Zurumon, or at least slight tweaks on Pafumon and Zurumon. Obviously these are existing Digimon. They made a slightly different looking version for Pristimon, and the one for Chiropmon just gets the Chiropmon mark on its head. I actually don't hate this. I like the compromise here. I like them using existing Digimon in slightly different ways without making them like full-on variants. Even with brand new Digimon like Haimon from the first few episodes, they had a version that was like Haimon Earring and Haimon Scar or something like that, but they aren't like variants, they're just kind of different looking versions of the same Digimon, and they're doing the same here, which I think is cool. This is also kind of supported by the fact in the card game we haven't seen it in Beatbreak yet, unless today's episode did it. I haven't watched it yet, obviously, but they seem to be suggesting that the pre-evolution for Kyo's Kugamon is Lylemon, which makes sense and also connects it to the Leomon family. We're quite far into the anime now, but there's always a chance something Leomon happens, isn't there? And we had an interesting thing put up on the Digimon web specifically. Now, we've had Digimon web art celebrating things before, but this one felt a little unique. It was tagged as news and a Mon memo stating Digimon 29th anniversary, Digimon Eniku theme project part 1. Digital Monster is celebrating its 29th anniversary this year, and today is the 29th anniversary, and 29 equals Niku, meat. So obviously they're saying there that of course it's the 29th anniversary year, the 29th of July, and that Niku means meat and 29 in Japanese. And when it comes to Digimon food, it's meat. Therefore, on the 29th, Digimon and Niku, we're holding an illustration event with the theme of illustrations. Today, July 29th, marks the first installment of the campaign, and we're unveiling a 29th anniversary illustration drawn by Okada and Mitsu, themed around Digimon and Niku. Agumon, Tokomon, Tanemon, and Kurihara Hina in overalls are harvesting meat in a meat field. So obviously, this is kind of evoking Digimon World vibes, but with Hina, Digimon Lynx vibes specifically. Digimon Lynx truthers, we will never give up. I was actually not a big Digimon Lynx head, but have come to miss it over the years, and I really love, despite the fact the game has closed, we are seeing more love for Hina and to an extent Jazzamon and Vorvamon in expanded Digimon media. I still think it'd be cool if Digimon UP could fold in Hina somehow, like maybe incubating eggs for more partners or something like that in future. As the theme is Digimon and Niku, that might just mean like Digimon and 29th, but I would love it if this whole collaboration was themed around meat and we got something maybe from like the meat farms in Digimon World Redigitize, or indeed even even something from Eirias, kind of respecting past projects. I don't know. I don't think this necessarily means that Digimon Links is being revived in any way, but I mean, fans are trying to do it, so maybe offline modes for old Digimon games, but I think this is just a fun celebration. I'm looking forward to the next piece of art, but I wouldn't necessarily think that we're getting a new Digimon Links or anything like that just yet. Though Digimon Links was specifically a Digimon 20th anniversary project, so given we're about to head into the 30th anniversary, maybe we're going to get yet another mobile game after Up and Elysian, or just a console game that features Hina. Possibilities are endless. It just continues to be such an amazing time to be a Digimon fan. I can't remember the last time that we were treated this well consistently for so long, since basically Time Stranger was announced last year, but honestly even before, it has just been a roll. Even in quiet weeks, there are multiple things of Digimon news to talk about, whether it be toys, video games, whatever. And we're now just kind of sat here where we've got a lot of our bounty. Beatbreak is airing, Time Stranger is out on Switch and Switch 2 with all the DLC now, Up is out, but we know we've got Elysian, we know we've got that DLC, and they just announced a new anime for the 30th anniversary, so what's that gonna be and what else can we expect? Great time to be a Digimon fan. And next year is the 30th anniversary for Digimon, so even if this year is really quiet until Elysian, who knows what to expect for a 30th anniversary celebration. Alright, thank you to my sovereign ZDK14, as well as everyone else who supports me over on patreon.com/Karn EX, and my YouTube channel members here on YouTube for holding it down. I appreciate you all so much, and I'll see you next time when we go digital. Bye bye.